citizens of the world. This anonymous broadcast warning is for residents in areas we feel may be targeted by directed energy weapons under the guise of supposed wildfires. We have top-secret documents that are more than coincidence. Notice the chemtrail plane on the documents. Long predates any conspiracy theory about chemtrails. And with the latest fire in Spokane, Washington, note the locations listed in the documents. Los Angeles has been hit already, Mount Shasta has been hit. So we must warn places like Phoenix, Arizona, which they are already preparing for psychologically. As well as Austin, Texas, and many other locations. As you can see, this is globally. From Spain to Greece to Australia, we the people need to stop being distracted and understand we are all victims of a ruthless cabal with the means and knowledge and have weapons unimaginable. We must not let them gaslight us and call their disinformation sites out. The red string. Really? You see how obvious they are to the knowledgeable, but the average person will just believe them. Unaware of the symbolism of the red string, this is an agent of deception. A satanic shill's deceiving the people. There is plenty of evidence of these fires being electromagnetic. Microwave technology, the same technology used at 9/11. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Now this is where it really starts to get interesting. Notice the burn patterns here. Notice where the fire is coming from. It's not on the ground. It's not coming from a fire. It's everywhere that metal touches wood. Alright? These are some of Robert's images that he's shared from all of the investigation that he's done. You see this? Notice the patterns here. It's burning where there are metal bolts going through the wood. It's not burning the wood. It's not burning the wood unless there is metal in the wood. And look at this here.
This appears to be a metal cable. And the fire, to me, looks like plasma. It's going above and below the cable.
Everywhere you see a metal bolt going through the wood, you see it's being energized and set on fire. That defies the natural principles. This is a trestle bridge. There's a fence post. The only place it burned is where there are nails. The only place that's burned is where the bolts touched the wood. See this? Starting to see a pattern here. Right. Again and again and again. Robert was finding these anomalies and realizing this is not natural. This is not right. This defies everything. Wildfires do not do this. So he began sounding the alarm.
This is a list of the 10 anomalies that Robert has noticed and documented that you should probably make a copy of and see if you can find yourself. There are certainly some exceptional examples out there in reality. Notice how this bridge is on fire everywhere at the same time. I had seen this image of the Woolsey fire in Malibu, of a bridge that was on fire and smoldering. The metal beams were bent. Yet the trees surrounding the bridge miraculously survived. I went to investigate this bridge myself. I filmed quite a bit of footage and noticed some very unique anomalies. This bridge was constructed with metal beams, wooden planks, covered in asphalt. And you can see where the nails were going through the wood between the beams. And you probably realize that a wood fire typically doesn't heat up steel beams to the point where they melt and warp. If you look around the side and back, you see most of the trees are still unburnt. So, from my background and experience working with microwaves, I was able to recognize these principles and properties can be attributed to microwave-assisted combustion. And I did a few experiments to demonstrate this.
We have recreated a fence post with nails in it and wire that wraps around it. We've put these screws in there, these tacks in there to further demonstrate what's happening is the microwave radiation is being attracted to the metal. It heats up and then it sets the wood on fire. These are the effects that we're seeing in these wildfire areas with the fence posts and the nails that are charred or that have set the wood on fire from the nail, or like a guardrail where the bolt goes through the wood. It's setting them on fire in that spot, which is not a trait of a natural wildfire. All right, so we're going to demonstrate this here in the microwave field. All right, if those bolts were not there, you see that? It's happening where the bolts cross the wood. If the bolts were not there, it would not set the wood on fire. All right, so there you go. All right, you see that the only places where this is burned is where metal is touching. All right, you see here where metal is going through here, that's what set it on fire. There was a metal tack in each of these spots, all right? The wood itself did not burn anywhere else except where the metal went through it, all right? Now, the magnetron is right back here in this microwave, so it's directed right there. So some of these weren't really in range to get heated up like the others did. All right, but you see here, that's where that tack went through. And that's what set this on fire. And this is exactly what we're seeing. It looks just like this. And so there's been this theory that it was caused by microwave-assisted combustion. And I think this definitely demonstrates that is certainly possible and probably the likely scenario what we're seeing.
All right? The same anomalies, which you can't get from a regular wildfire. For a wildfire to set a fence post on fire, it burns in the grass, and it might set it on fire. You get strong winds, heat, no humidity. If it's really dry, it'll set it on fire.
You can find many examples where the grass isn't even burnt.
A lot of these trees that are burning, all right, you see this right here? None of these trees burnt. But you got 16 cars that burnt so freaking hard, the metal was melted. The windshields were melted. That's 2,500 degrees plus to melt safety glass. And yet the trees are totally cool. Check them out. No problems with the trees. They call it a wildfire because it's really wild. Take a look at how that's burning. All right.
You notice how it's all on fire at once? There's no grass burning around it.
It's an indication. Anyway. I just wanted to share this because people need to comprehend what's really happening and the agendas behind it, specifically the 30 by 30 initiative and the Wildlands Project. They want to exclude all human activity from the wildlands. And they're going to tie it in with all this climate change propaganda. And this is why you're seeing all the wildfires and the floods and the landslides in the wildlands. And you're seeing the homes getting taken out. You're seeing the homes on fire and not the trees. Look at the evidence. There's a lot more to it. People need to know. And just because this information defies what you were led to believe on TV, doesn't mean it's a crazy conspiracy. It doesn't mean it's fake news. It does mean that there's evidence that somebody's lying to you. And if you want to know who, you got to figure out what the truth is. You got to look at the evidence yourself and stop listening to these talking heads. Doesn't matter if it's the red channel or the blue channel. It's all propaganda. Anybody on the stage is a fucking actor. All these people have lost their homes. Entire towns have been wiped out. There's at least 5 towns in Oregon that were just wiped off the map.
Choking on the ashes of the American dream. And everyone just thinks it's the evil global warming monster. Mad about the cow farts. Yep, if you just pay your green fees and your climate taxes and sell your car and take the bus, move out of the wildlands into the sustainable cities and eat the bugs, the weather will change. Yes, sirree, Bob. Nobody realizes that the weather is being changed by the people who make all the money off of this massive shakedown operation. Land grab operation, population control operation, all rolled into one big happy package. The Great Reset. There's a very little chance of turning this thing around at this point. But if you're still alive, you're still in the game. May the odds be ever in your favor.